Retest review, test number 4, radicals, problem number 11. We're going to start out, we're taking the 4th root of 12x to the squared y6z to the 12th. And I want to break this down into smaller sections, so I'm going to rewrite it as the 4th root of 12 times the 4th root of x squared times the 4th root of y to the 6th times the 4th root of z to the 12th. And I'm going to go and start with the 12 first. And I just want to simplify it and see what I get. So 12 is 4 times 3. 4 is 2 times 2. Now for a number to leave the 4th root, there must be 4 of the same number. I have a 2, a 2, and a 3. There are not 4 of the same numbers, so I cannot simplify this radical. So I'm going to leave it as the 4th root of 12. And then for this next one, for a value to leave the radical, there must be 4. I only have 2 x's. X squared is x times x, so that one can't be simplified. So I'm going to leave it as the 4th root of x squared. Now this next one, I need 4 y's and I have 6 of them, so this can be simplified. I'm going to take the 6, the exponent on the inside, I divide it by the radical or index, which is 4. 4 can go into 6 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. I subtract, gives me a remainder of 2. Now, if you take the exponent inside and divide by the index and there's a remainder, then you are going to have a radical. So what that means is I'm going to have a y outside. I'm going to have the 4th root, the radical, and I'll have a y inside. Now, this number outside here is the exponent for the y on the outside. And your remainder is the exponent for the y inside the radical. So we have y times the 4th root of y squared. For the 4th root of z to the 12th, I'm going to take the 12 divided by the 4. That divides evenly. So when it divides evenly, there is no radical. So I'm just going to have a z. And then 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. Now, what I want to do is go through and multiply together everything that is outside the radical. So z to the 3 would be outside of a radical. Y is outside, and that would be it. So I'm going to multiply those two together. Y times z to the 3rd, we're going to write it as y z to the 3rd. And then I'm going to go through and multiply together everything that is underneath the radical. So that would be y to the 12, the x squared, and the y squared. So I'm going to multiply all these together. So I'm going to have the 4th root, and then 12 times x squared times y squared is just 12 x squared y squared. And that would be your simplified form.